Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have another full brand rundown, and this time we are going through everything L'Oreal. I have tried every product from L'Oreal just about, and I have my iPad all set up. I have a few of my current L'Oreal favorites in front of me, and if you are curious just how much L'Oreal I have tried, then I encourage you, ooh, my curly hair is distracting me. Ooh, we are curly today. I encourage you guys to go to the search area on my channel. You can type in any brand name and it will load up for you a ton of videos that go more in detail on specific categories, what have you. So I revisited a bunch of those older videos, and to be honest, there were a lot of products that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to repurchase that. I remember loving that, or even seeing it on my face in the video and I'm like, dang, that's good eyeshadow. Ooh, I love that lip. So it's really fun to kind of go through a brand and almost rediscover things that you may have forgotten. And L'Oreal is one of those, you guys, that I feel like once I'm done filming this, now that I have all my notes complete, I'm gonna be going to the drugstore and replenishing a few items. So before we hop right on into all of the many products, I do wanna share with you what I discovered or rediscovered today that is on my eyes. None of this is sponsored, by the way. We're getting like cutthroat, nitty gritty. I'm gonna tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. But in an effort to start the video out with a positive feel, let's talk about what is on my eyes right now. Like any shine that you see that's kind of laid right here is an old absolute obsession from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible 24-hour wear eyeshadow in Amber Rush. All of my OG viewers, you know, I have talked about this one so many times and I forgot all about it. I didn't own it. I recently picked this up just when I was kind of remembering different L'Oreal, what have you, because it takes me a minute to kind of get these videos together with all the research. So I put this on my eyes today and I'm like, yep, this is why I was obsessed with all of these. Like, write it down. I will list things in the description bar, but oh my, oh my, oh my. Can we just get back to like videos where we just chat and gush? Satisfaction guaranteed, and you get like the little stopper in here. They last forever. They have a ton of great shades. So that is what's on my eyes. Whenever I do a video and my hair is curled, which I did my hair myself today. How'd I do? Well, that's a section we don't want to see. I used my, ooh, this is still on. Wow, that could have been really terrible. Okay, let's try that again. This is the Nero clipless, and I literally, my like hair hack, you guys, I'll just show you. I go super close to the root, especially in the front. You can use any volumizer. You don't have to use this one that I'm about to show you, which is what I use today, because I copycat Rick Henry, who does my hair, and he's a genius, and he uses this. So I like try to copy him and pretend that I'm a stylist with hair. I'm not. But you do that, and then like you have kind of curls that feel a little bit wider somehow. Okay, I wanted to share with you what was up with the hair. Those two items, Tangle Teaser, that's the hairdo today. The shadow is Amber Rush. Let's bust out the iPad. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. I am all over the place and chatty. Whenever I have like a silent morning and then I hit record after getting ready, it's like all of my words and communication are like stockpiled up and I'm just like, go, like share, talk. And you guys, I have to tell you, you are like my therapists. You help me more than you know. Sitting down and chatting with you always lifts my mood. So thank you so much for that. If I'm helping you at all and you're enjoying this video, thumbs up and subscribe, ring the bell. That would be wonderful. But let's dive right on in. There are close to 200 items. I feel 200 plus items on Ulta.com alone. Granted, there's some skincare, hair care, what have you. I, of course, narrowed in on makeup. We're going to start with primers, and it's going to be cutthroat time right here. L'Oreal Studio Secrets Professional Secret #1 Magic Perfecting Base, the longest name for a primer of all time. However, when it comes to L'Oreal, this is one that I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, I love it. Dupe. Yes, dupe, dupe, dupe. It is good, very pore filling, will help your foundation go on very smooth. If you have drier skin, I think you will like it better than oily. I remember it being a little more emollient than the Tarte Smoothing Primer, but same concept, a little bit thicker, comes in a jar. Okay. Ah! All right. Ran downstairs to get water and I just got like the best news. So now I'm gonna be like goofy grin the rest of the video. Yes, so good. Oh my gosh, yes, ma'am. Now we go to their other primers, which the Infallible Pro Glow Lock Primer. Love the Infallible line, you guys know that. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm gonna give it a circle and a circle. It's not that I hate it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Magic BB, oh my gosh. Okay, they did have in a glass jar way back a quadrillion years ago an oil liquid to powder, and I remember kind of liking that. I don't know if it's because it just fascinated me. I can't really remember. I didn't use it long term, but there was a moment in time where I was super obsessed with the Magic line from L'Oreal. It's been a minute. I don't want to say it's totally dated, but it's been a minute. I'm not super excited about any of those. The True Match Lumi Glotion Natural Glow Enhancer, it's kind of the same thing. It's nice, it's not fantastic. Keeping it moving, we're gonna go into the no fly zone. The Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation, not for me. The Paradise, oh my gosh, like this gets a double no. No, just water, oil, mess, not much coverage. Do we love my penmanship? Hello. Moving into Infallible actual foundations, we have the Pro Glow Foundation. We have the Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Longwear. The Pro Matte Liquid Longwear is a demi matte. It is a thicker consistency. You get good coverage out of it. If you have combo skin and you like a mattifying finish, you will love this. It is a fabulous foundation, very, very transfer proof. I remember it not creasing much. I remember it not exaggerating any dry patches. And I did a dedicated video, like a full day wear test on this one that you can find on my channel. I'll try to link all corresponding videos, but there are a lot of them. The Infallible Pro Glow Foundation was just too glowy for me, and it was a very different formula in my opinion from what I was expecting, having tried and loved the more mattifying version. But I do think that these foundations for $12.99, they are so good. They give you good coverage, and L'Oreal does a really good job with foundations. Granted, I'm not the biggest fan of their more tinted foundations, but when it comes to actual just foundation itself, they do an excellent job. You guys already know what I'm gonna say about this page. Let's go right in it. I'm wearing this today. And you guys, my skin is just like, I don't want to say perfect, but my skin is like so evened out. I did go a little bit with a crazy self-tan moment, so I'm wearing shade 430. I do also have the shade 425 among others. I keep a lot of these on hand because it is one of my favorite drugstore formulas, period. Doesn't make me break out. It has that liquid texture that's really easy to blend, but it's buildable. It does not cake or crease. It doesn't make me overly oily, but it leaves a nice natural finish. It's just a really, really great drugstore product. I do like the True Match, but I like this one much better. True Match, of course, you're gonna have a ton of shades in the range. It's a little more liquidy and not as full coverage or buildable in my opinion. I also don't like the dispenser. I also do not like that there's not a pump on the True Match bottle. I have had one too many occasions where that sucker has just spilled everywhere. So I really appreciate that this one has a pump, but the True Match is like kind of a standard great foundation that works with most skin types and just makes the skin look really pretty. And then we have the newer one, the True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. You know what? I'm gonna give this like a heart. We're gonna say this one we love, this one I like, but the True Match Nude Hyaluronic, it's 20 bucks, so I would suggest getting it on sale, or if you're doing a buy one get one half off, still be wise with your money. You can still work a sale. I feel like that's so Madness Monday of me to say, but you can still work a sale, use a coupon, go online, print one out, like have a little bit of a method to purchasing drugstore products, because I am telling you, you do not need to pay full price. You can always save some cash. So for 20 bucks, I think that's a steep price tag, but I do really like it, and I will just leave it at that. Now for concealer, I don't really reach for any of these, if I'm being perfectly honest. I am totally over in Maybelline land with the neutralizer. I'm in Catrice. I like my Shape Tape. I still like the Rewind from Hailey's. I like Lancome, but I have not used L'Oreal concealers in a hot minute. The last one I used and liked, they don't have on the Ulta site anyway. It has a little puffer guy on the top, and that one I do remember loving. But as far as the Age Perfect Radiant, Greasy just did not do enough for me personally. The True Match Eye Cream Concealer is a little bit, I sound like Goldilocks. I'm like, it's too thin, it's too thick. That one tries to be It Cosmetics, like their famed concealer, and it just does not compete. And then the Full Wear Waterproof Concealer, too heavy. Once Shape Tape became the love affair, it was like trying to be Shape Tape, not quite. You know what I'm saying? It creases a little bit more, is a little bit heavier, and we're just gonna keep it moving. All right, the Infallible Pro Sweep and Lock Loose Powder and the Infallible Tinted Loose Setting Powder, both great. They're not terrible. They're nothing that I have on hand. We're gonna keep it moving. All right, the Infallible Fresh Wear. Man, I'm thinking that I liked more than I do. Age Perfect Creamy Powder Foundation is okay. The True Match Super Blendable Powder. I really love the True Match powders. When we get to the blush, you're gonna see me gushing over it pretty big. I really, really love whatever technology they have. It says it's a microfine powder. It doesn't settle in fine lines, and that is so true. And it doesn't give you an overly luminous or mattified finish. It's just a natural finish. If you touch up with this powder, it's not gonna cake on you or bunch on you. It's just a good standard setting powder that's not matte or dewy at the drugstore. So this one I love. And then we have the Infallible Fresh Wear. I honestly don't think I've tried this one. Have I? And I am forgetting? Fresh Wear? I don't think I have. I did try the Age Perfect. I tried it over summer and it was okay, but I was by no means blown away by it. So we will keep it moving. Okay. Let's just start at the top. These colors for the Age Perfect Radiant Satin Blush are just weird. They are orange, bright, punchy. I don't get it. I did not find them flattering, and I'm not just talking about, oh, they're not flattering just for me. It's just the undertones were just really vibrant, but then it kind of went on like this whisper of color. I don't know. I didn't really like it. I didn't find it to be like the best ever by any means, formula-wise anyway, regardless of me liking or not liking the color. So this was a pass. The True Match Super Blendable Blush. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. This is a standout. This is a blush that doesn't look like much. Oh, no, you are mistaken. It is beautiful. I need to go repurchase every color. It is more of a high-end feel as far as the colors go. I don't know, it has this like luxury tone to it, and the texture of it is so like smooth and velvety and long wearing and blendable. This is a great drugstore blush. If you have not tried it out and you need a blush and you just want a beautiful, pretty blush that's not like high shine or like vibrant neon color, this is where it's at. So good. Highly recommend. Yes. Please. Okay, also, yes, I love the True Match Lumi Bronzer. This is a large pan. I don't have it on hand, but I do remember back in LA, I would take like a larger brush and I would literally just, I love when companies come out with bronzers that are large. I have one here as an example. This is from LA Girl, but when they do the larger pans that are literally just like ginormo compared to like a normal blush size, it just allows you to get a larger brush in there, and then you can really go on the body. You can just lightly get the perimeter of the face. If you're not wearing any makeup and you're just doing kind of a sunshiny, low-key, no makeup look, really great to just dust everywhere. And I remember really, really loving those. I don't have one on hand anymore. I will be rebuilding my makeup collection very, very soon, and I am so excited. I just honestly have not had the space. I feel like a broken record saying that, but I do want to build out not as extensive of a library, but I do want to have things on hand a little bit more than just like the 6 shelves I have behind me. So that day will come very soon. It's happening. Oh my gosh, I'm so busy right now, you guys, that even sitting down and just chatting, as fun as it is, because I've needed a break. Like, let's talk about makeup. Let me like not be running around with all of my crazy moving stuff. It's exhausting, but it's also exciting because my mind's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a studio again. And this is so great. And you guys get to come along for the whole thing. It's like, you know what? When you fall down the mountain, which let's get real, I did. I like went like this backwards down the mountain and I was like plopped here for a while. But now the good thing, at least in my mind, that I'm thinking of is I get to climb it again. I get to recreate and redo and reimagine a new studio, and I'm really, really excited about it, and I'm so excited to involve you guys. So that will be coming in the next couple of months. Okay, back to the makeup. We have the Infallible Makeup Extender Setting Spray. I gushed about this in a L'Oreal hit list / worst list. It's like the first thing I was talking about. I'm like, this is amazing. If you don't want to spend Urban Decay money, but you need something. And this was way back when you didn't have as many options for setting sprays. There really was just like a couple at Sephora, and that was it. And then they came out with this one at the drugstore, and everyone was like losing their minds. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. It is still up there in price. The mister is not as fine as some of the other misters out there on the market now, but it does allow your makeup to wear longer and is a true makeup extension spray. Then we have the Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I like this. It has ingredients for me that irritate my skin, so it's hard for me to be a judge on this one, but man, oh man, this one right here, so, so good. All right, now we're getting into the good stuff. L'Oreal mascara. You guys, L'Oreal has 2 of my favorite mascaras at the drugstore, and I believe I said this in the Maybelline rundown video, which I will link below. I kind of was giving a little bit of a look at what my favorites are for each category. And I was like, for mascara, if I had one brand at the drugstore to exclusively for the rest of my life buy mascara from, it would be L'Oreal. This right here, the Lash Paradise, it is what I'm wearing on my lashes today. I was gonna do falsies, but then I was like, I wanna show off how good this mascara is. It leaves you with enough volume that you don't feel like you need to put on falsies if you don't want to. If you're someone like me that has like very thin, fine lashes, you struggle to find a volumizing mascara that doesn't look chunky and bunchy, but you want that volume. So I'm that person, and I'm super picky when it comes to mascara, and this has long been a favorite. Also, the Voluminous from L'Oreal has been a favorite. And the rest of them, you can pretty much just, these are the 2 faves. Okay, I take it back. The Bambi Lash is good. The Butterfly Effect Lash is good. They do have some newer ones that kind of made me go, what? I have not tried the Voluminous Noir Balm, but I have tried the Air Volume Mega. No. The Age Perfect Lash Magnifying Mascara, in comparison, this is better. Telescopic, again, these thinner brushes are great for a lower lash line if you're that person that wants to get picky with it and you want something specifically to kind of give you that doll type effect on the lower lash line, then go for it, but it's not necessary. It's not bad, it's not great. I did used to super love the Extra Volume Collagen Mascara. I will admit I was a big fan of that. I used to be a major fan of the Double Extend. In fact, I repurchased it because I want to try old favorites again and just see how they compete to my taste now. So I will be trying this out, but back when I worked at Beauty Collection, I legit wore this all the time. Like, it was, I don't know why, it was just like my thing. If I had to get new mascara, it's what I would buy. And then I want to try this one out. This is the Voluminous formula, but it is like burgundy. Should we try it right now? Just like a little bit. I just thought it's a good formula and maybe it would make my green eyes pop. I love it when companies do a really good formula that did that do anything? Maybe it did. A really good formula that already is proven, and then they bring really sophisticated, almost jewel toned colors that are going to enhance your eye color. It feels very YSL to me, so I love that. That actually is really pretty. Like subtle, but really pretty. Okay, so where are we? Unlimited length and lift, so. The voluminous butterfly is great. The voluminous X fiber is pretty good. Oh, the million lashes. I used to wear that too. Mascara from L'Oreal, you will rarely be disappointed. They do such a good job in that category. It is, again, if I had to pick one from the drugstore for lashes, L'Oreal, you have my heart in that category. 100. They also do a really good job with liners. Now, price comparison, there are other brands at the drugstore that are much cheaper, much less expensive, that get it done just as well. So I'm not as hyped up on liners from L'Oreal, but they do still have a good presence in that category. They have a lot to choose from. For years and years, I used to say the Silkissime was like my favorite at the drugstore. So let's go through really quickly. Precision liquid liner, the Signature mechanical. Okay, this is not starting well, but we're gonna get there. The Infallible Flash Cat Eye, this is pretty great. Infallible Pro Last Waterproof Pencil. These are awesome. They remind me of Makeup Forever pencils. They are very waterproof, really, really good for the lash line, the lower lash line. If you're gonna line the waterline and you don't want things collecting, this is a really good formula that will glide right in there. And then we have the Infallible Super Slim Liquid Liner. This one's pretty good. The Extra Intense Liquid Pencil Liner. These are awesome. The Voluminous Liner Noir Liquid. Let's see here. The Gel 24 Hour, so good. And I'm surprised they don't have the Silkissime on here, to be honest. Brows from L'Oreal, so. I do actually really like the Brow Stylist, the pomade from them, surprisingly. I really do love this. And everything else is kind of like a, well, actually, the Definer, this one's really good. This is really good. Nothing else really wows me. Ooh, I'm so picky with brows. You guys know it. When I talked to Maybelline, I was like, the whole category can just go. It really needs to be a special, particular product and formula for me to get excited about brows. I think if you have better brows than me, thicker brows than me, you might enjoy their products a little bit more. You have more to work with. All of the waxy pencils and the fibers and all of that, just it's not my cup of tea. It's not for me. So I'll throw that in the mix. I do want to say the Paradise Enchanted Scented Eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh, I can smell it right now. I was watching a video where I was using it earlier today and I'm like, dude, do I need to buy that again? Because that one was really good. It was like one of those surprise palettes that didn't really jump out too much. Like, yes, it was cute that it was scented and all of that, but it was kind of like, oh, you know, it's fine. But then whenever I would look at photos or videos and I'd be like, wow, what eyeshadow am I wearing? And I'd look in the description box and I'd be like, that L'Oreal palette again, like this looks so nice. It looks so smooth. And that is something I do really enjoy about L'Oreal shadows. They're not thick. They have this like kind of fluffiness to them. So you have to keep in mind you will experience a lot of kickback, but there's just this texture that's so beautiful and nice. And then they have these fun little collections. The peach scented one was a favorite of mine. I really like the peach blush as well. Their Brilliant Eyes liquid eyeshadows, those are phenomenal too. They compete with Stila liquid shadows. I remember way back when these first came out, the $20 palettes at the drugstore, everyone was really upset about the price. The drugstore palettes that kind of looked like the Naked palette, it's kind of like they wanted to one-up Maybelline and they're like, we're gonna do an actual big fatty palette. A lot of people hated them. I loved them. Like I reached for them all of the time, but I got so much pushback from my audience that it made me question my taste. I will say that. I was like, I don't know if I should be like sharing this as much right now because everyone's like, no, it sucks. It's overpriced. Your taste is terrible. Look at this terrible makeup that I did with this product. And I'm like, I don't know, like every time I use it, it's great. So there were definite mixed reviews with this one, but I do remember really loving them. Okay, now we're getting into the fun category of lips, you guys. I love a good balm and gloss from L'Oreal. These have been a long favorite of mine. The newer ones, I'm trying to see if I can tolerate the scent. They're very perfumey. For gloss from L'Oreal, I have to say the Infallible Pro Gloss, so good. Oh my gosh, you guys, the doe foot applicator, everything A to Z here. is just dreamy, long wearing, nourishing. The color selections are so pretty, right? This one right here is 405 Coral Sands. I also have Nude Petal right there. Nice little pinky number, really shiny, fills in the lines of your lips really nicely. I'm on the fence about these new Paradise ones. I'm kind of playing around with them. They have great reviews. The applicator's a little funny to me. And the colors are pretty much all clear. Like you'll buy a different color, but it's like so see-through that there's just not, do you see what I'm saying? There's just not much color there, so keep that in mind, but it is a really nice gel formula. Now, as far as their liquid lips, do I have one in front of me? I don't. The chocolate collection I really loved, and I've looked back at the macaron collection. I'm saying macaroon the whole video, but I looked back at that collection and I'm like, dang, that wore all day long. By the end of the wear test, like the red that I had on was like flawless and perfect. And I'm like, you know what? Who cares if that's like such a pain to take off or that it's sticky? Like, look how beautiful that is. And I'm kind of intrigued to purchase those again from watching my own video. I know that's weird, but I kind of want to explore those again. I love the diamond applicator. I love the wear time. They are very sticky and extremely drying. It's not an every day of the week kind of a liquid lip, but if it's a darker shade and you need something budge proof that will wear all day long with no transfer, then those are awesome. All right, moving into lipsticks. This will not surprise you guys. I love the lip liner, love. L'Oreal lip liners are phenomenal. Their lipstick, I cannot handle the scent. I never have been able to. They have a beautiful formula, which really is kind of upsetting to me because I just can't handle when like a lipstick will change the way my coffee tastes or even water. And I'm like licking my lips and I'm like, bleh, you know, I'm not into that. It really bugs me out. Are their colors beautiful? Yes. Is the selection of formula great? Yes. Is the scent absolutely distinct and floral and terrible? In my opinion, yes. So there we have it. There are some newer guys. The Glow Paradise, it's a lip and cheek tint. I want to get a hold of that. And that is really it. I did want to give a shout out to the Beach Bay Face and Body Luminizer. I still love this and it is still purchasable. I got this at Target a couple months back and this is a really good body makeup. L'Oreal has great hair care. They're just a solid drugstore brand. So it was really fun to go through this and just see through memory lane how much I have tried on camera, how much I still love, and how much I want to go back and rediscover. So let me know what your favorites from the line are. And if you are enjoying this more cutthroat, go through the whole range type of a video, give this video a thumbs up. And I hope you're having a good one, whatever you are doing. I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.